Alright, welcome to Peaceful Warrior Yoga. So the theme of today's class is unclogging. So come into a comfortable seated position to start with. And unclogging is an interesting word because it really refers to the fact that we're compressed often by gravity, that mysterious force that acts on us tends to push down into the pelvis, into the hips. So there's a lot of clogging takes place there. And also the head pushing down into the shoulders clogs up. So just imagine an unclogged space inside of you. There's spaciousness, lightness, expansion, rising, like a helium balloon. Feel yourself lifting up and feel this sense of mental unclogging. And let each new breath grow a little more slow, a little more gentle, and at the same time starts to deepen one breath at a time, feeling an expansion in the lungs, chest, back, and even under the armpits, feel a lateral expansion. Notice how the breath flows or doesn't flow. And then take the right hand up to the face, gently block the right nostril, inhale through the left nostril, exhale through the left nostril, inhale through the left nostril, single nostril breathing on the left side. Notice if there's any occlusion, any blockage. And just use the tip of the thumb on the right nostril to block the right nostril, no squeezing. On the next exhale, release. Breathe through two nostrils. And notice if that changes the effect of the breath. Using left hand, left thumb, blocking left nostril, inhale and exhale through right. Single nostril breathing. And the next time you exhale through the right nostril, release. Breathing through two nostrils, notice the impact on the breath. And just notice if that had any effect on the sinuses. And continue breathing slowly and deeply, and take all four fingers and start to tap the sinuses above the eyebrows, across the forehead. Just tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. All over the forehead. Many, many sinuses in the face. Come around to the temples, left and right side. Tap, tap, tap. All 4 fingers. Both sides. Tap, tap, tap. Come onto the cheekbones just below the eyes. Tap, tap, tap. So you feel the cheekbone jutting out. You can tap the cheekbone and then just below the cheekbone into the cheeks. All this area, right up to below the eyes. And then come towards the ears, You can include the thumb here as well, tapping all around the ears and this in front of the ears. More sinus space. Tap, tap, tap. And then release. Notice the impact of tapping on your breath. And then make your way to all 4s, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Rotate the elbows forward, hands stay static, elbows, nice strong arms, look up, feel the low back arch, and then tuck the tailbone round the back, drop the head. Continue that motion between sacred cow and angry cat. Include the feet here, so as you come into sacred cow, the toes are curled, and as you go into angry cat, point the toes. So you're feeling this through the ankle joints as well, into the calf muscles. And on the next inhale, extend the left leg back, drop the ball of the foot and simply press out through the heel bone, lengthening through the calf muscle. And as you push through the heel, I want you to feel the upper body, the rib cage, come up out of the hips. So you're unclogging at the pelvis, at the hips. So you're pushing through the heel bone. And at the same time, the upper body is trying to separate, create space in that area. So you'll feel the abdominals contracting. Take the weight into the right knee, right hand, left hand on the hip, and just open up the chest on that left side. Squeeze that shoulder blade. That's it. Nice. Raise the left hand to heaven. And then keeping that left hand nice and open, arms straight, create a big circular clock. Hand all the way around the shoulder joint. Just working that shoulder, unclogging the shoulder here. Reverse direction. And then come to stillness, hand to heaven. See if you can find a balance point here where you can lift that back leg off the ground. Exhale, release. Come back to cat and cow. With ankle flexion. And then extend the right leg back, push through the heel bone, ball of the foot on the mat. And as you push, feel the torso come forward, opening up space in the hips here. Really open up that calf muscle to start our practice. Find balance in the left side, right hand hip. Bring that right shoulder back. And then big circles, raising that right arm to the sky, big circles. And the other direction. And then hand to heaven, lift that right leg if it's not already lifted. Exhale, release, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and this time creating a circular orbit with the pelvis. So you get big circular motion here. Getting into the low back with that circular orbit. And then reverse the direction of the circle. And then pause, knees wide, big toes touching, come back into child pose, letting the low back go. Drop elbows, head to the mat. Use the breath here to guide your attention into the low back, as if you're breathing into the low back, creating space into the low back, keeping the knees wide, hips open. Inhale, come up to all fours, curl the toes, lift the knees and push the hips back with bent knees. And then start to straighten just the left leg. Push the heel towards the mat. Change sides, right heel, left knee bends. Now walk out your dog here. And then push both heels back, feel your downward dog. Lift the right foot to the sky, three-legged dog. And then float the right knee to the right elbow and drop the shin across the mat. Right foot under the left hip and walk that left leg back, really opening up the hip flexor in the back leg. but getting into the piriformis on the front leg. Point the toes of that back foot. And we'll do some cat and cow here in pigeon. Good. So really lubricating that hip as we're lengthening hip flexor and piriformis. And then come down onto the elbows. Now, in pigeon, start to sway side to side on the elbows. So really trying to get deep into those tight muscles that clog us up in the pelvic region. In all directions. And then start to bring the head down towards the mat. You can rest it on stacked fists or hands. And then walk the hands back. Coming into a variation here of proud pigeon. So you're bringing the shoulders back, looking up, squeezing the shoulder blades, arching the back. And then we'll come down again. Head towards mat. Rocking side to side. And just feeling how these very strong muscle groups both support the pelvis, but they also can clog the pelvis. So we're just trying to get a little bit of lubrication in there, little WD-40, and then walk the hands back again, proud pigeon. So we're working the low back as well. And you can bring the right hand forward a little bit and bend the left knee. If you can capture quadriceps hamstrings cramp. If you can grab your foot and pull it back into a nice quadriceps stretch. I'm not joining you right now because my hamstring is very tight. Oh, I'm jealous. Oh dear. All right. Nice. And then release. Let's float back to downward dog. Whew. My hamstring talking to me today. Float the left foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. Float the left knee to the left elbow, and then drop that foot. Walk the right knee back. Really want to open that back hip flexor on the right side this time. Point the toes. I get so many cramps going on here. You keep going. That's what pickleball will do. And cat and cow in your pigeon ear. So we're really working on the low back too today while we do this. This is why we're doing the cat, cow and pigeon. Come down to elbows, head towards mat. And rock side to side in your pigeon on this side. Walk the hands back, proud pigeon. Shoulders come back, chest forward. Really squeeze those shoulder blades. Push down on the back foot so you really feel that support, that back opening, and that's also going to help with the hip flexor on that side. And come back down to your resting pigeon, resting rocking pigeon. And back to proud pigeon. And then you can lean into the left side more and grab that. Grab your right foot, unless you get a hamstring cramp, which I am. Oh, so I'll come into my quadriceps later, and you can release and float back to downward dog. From downward dog, come into high plank, bringing the head forward, and drop knees, chest and chin. Drop the pelvis and the feet. Point the toes, lift up. Reach the hands behind the back, clasp the hands. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest, lift the head, lift the feet. So feel this prone variation of yoga mudra. Exhale, hands under the shoulders, push back, knees wide, come into child pose. Let the low back traction out. Inhale, come up, tabletop, curl the toes, push the knees back, downward dog. Float the right foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. Stepping it forward to the right hand, drop the left knee, keep the hands on the mat. And we'll do cat and cow, inside dragon. Point the toes of the back foot. Now you can use blocks here if you like. I'm going to use blocks, but you can just walk the hands or the blocks all the way back, lift the toes of the front foot and sit back onto the back heel. You can use the blocks to support you, so we'll get that nice hamstring stretch now. Whew, boy do I need that. You can gradually let the weight come into that back foot, reaching forward towards the toes of the front foot. Walking the hands and all the blocks forward. This time lifting the back knee and pushing through the back heel. So getting the back hamstring stretch. Start to straighten the front leg, bring the head towards the knee, and step the back foot forward just enough so you can have both feet flat on the floor, both legs straight. Left hand to left hip. So I'm using a block here on the ground. That's it. That looks good. Left hand to the sky. And let's do some shoulder circles here as well. And other direction. And exhale. Bring both hands forward. Lift the heel of the back foot. Get a nice runner stretch going here. Come into that back hip flexor. And we're going to take the weight off the hands, coming up to Warrior One. Clasp the hands behind the back of the head. Interlace the fingers. And then clasp the hands down near the buttocks, behind the buttocks. Straighten the arms. And bringing the head down towards the mat. Yoga Mudra. Inhale, slowly come up, Warrior One. And then step back, Downward Dog. Bring the head forward, drop knees, chest and chin, inchworm. Drop the hips, drop the feet. Bring the hands behind the back, clasp the hands. Lift the head, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the feet. Feeling this prone version of Yoga Mudra. Exhale, come back down, hands under the mat. Come into child pose, release the low back. And then coming up through tabletop, curl the toes, Downward Dog. Left foot high to the sky, three-legged dog. Big step forward with that left foot. Keep the hands on the mat, drop back knee. Point the toes. Cat and cow, inside dragon. Oh. And then walking the hands and or blocks back. Take the weight into that back foot. Toes curled up, that's it. And then reaching forward, head towards knee. Nice hamstring stretch there. So these hamstrings and quads really clog up the pelvis. And this is a nice one to release the low back. And then slowly walking the hands forward. I like to use blocks here, but you can use hands on the mat. Lift the back knee, runner's stretch. And in runner's stretch, cat and cow. Now walking the hands or the blocks back until that front leg becomes straight. The foot is planted, and then bring the back foot in just close enough so both legs get that nice straight pyramid lock. If that front calf muscle ceases up at all, just lift the toes. Right hand, right hip. Hand to heaven, and then big circles with that right arm. Good. Both directions. And then bringing the hands forward once again onto blocks, bending the front knee, keep that runner's stretch alive once more. And then come up, warrior one. Hands behind the head, clasp the hands. Push the head into the hands. Elbows back. Now reclasp the hands behind the buttocks, straighten the arms, lift the arms away, opening up the front chest, head towards mat, yoga mudra. Inhale, slowly come up, warrior one. Step back, downward dog. Oh boy. Come forward, high plank, drop knees, chest, chin, inch one. Drop the hips, drop the feet. Clasp the hands behind the back. Lift the hands up, lift the head up, shoulders up, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the feet. Exhale, release hands under the shoulders, push back. Child pose. Oh. Let the low back go. Inhale through tabletop, curl the toes, downward dog. Lift the left foot to the sky, three-legged dog. And bring the left knee to the left elbow. And then slowly come down to the mat. Walk onto the elbows.
Make your way carefully into, if my ribs can handle this, into half frog, when your body settles into this position, reach the hands behind the back, clasp the hands, or actually, rather than clasp the hands, right hand grabs left wrist, and then relax into handcuff position. Release the handcuffs, bring the elbows under the shoulders. Keeping that left knee extended, so we're opening the, abducting the hips here, or the left hip. Now I'm going to give that quadricep another try here. Can you lean into the right elbow, bend the right knee, and capture that right foot with the left hand? Exhale, release. If you'd like to go into seal pose here, open the arms up a little wider and straighten the arms. So this is really going to get into the right hip flexor and the left adductor. Whew. Nice way to unclog the pelvis. Exhale, slowly come down and bring that left leg back. Come up through tabletop. Let's do a little cat and cow here. I like to gradually release that low back before I come into downward dog. When you're ready, come into your downward dog. Right foot high into the sky, three-legged dog. Right knee to right elbow. And then coming down into your half frog on this side. Let's start with that traditional crime scene pose, elbows out. Give the ribs time to settle, or my ribs need time to settle today. Whew. When the torso settles, you can come into handcuff position on this side. Whew. And release the handcuffs, propping up onto the elbows. Oh man, cramp. And once again, if you can grab that left quad, I'm going to come back down. I'm feeling a lot of cramps in the pelvis, so my pelvis is still clogged up. You grab that left foot and come into your quadricep stretch on this side. Remember, you can always use a strap there if you can't reach. Oh man, I am tight today. And then if you release, you've got the variation of seal pose coming into that back hip flexor even more and that right adductor. Carefully come down and come through tabletop. Cat and cow. And then knees wide, come into your child pose. Once again, releasing that low back. Whew. And then come on up and have a bolster handy. And come onto your back. Knees together, feet apart. Oh. Oh. Oh, I'm doing a lot of grimacing here today. Oh, that rib. So we're going to stay in TP pose just till the torso settles. Once it's settled, might take me a little longer than you. Once it's settled, you can bring the bolster underneath the hips into a supported bridge. Lift one leg into the air, then the other. And we'll just do some straddles here, straddle the legs. Let the shins drop like you're a sleeping bug. Then straighten the legs and then bring the legs back together. So you should be feeling somewhat of a stretch. Toes are curled back, stretching the hamstrings, open up, bend the knees, let the shins dangle. Open, bring the legs together. So just continue at your own pace. Just adducting the hip and then bringing the hip back together. Now the next time the legs come up above you, we're going to push down into the bolster with the hands, lift the hips off. Bring the knees over the forehead, prop the hands up against the kidneys, elbows on the mat, and come into your half shoulder stand. Now first this might feel like it clogs up the sinuses. So over time I want you to gradually drop the feet behind the head. You can rest the feet on a couch or a table or the floor if they go all the way. The further they come over, the more the sinuses will unclog. coming into your snail pose in yin, or at any time you want to come back, you can come back to hips on the bolster. Just making sure that you lift the head as you come up, so you don't jar the head, you don't whip the neck. And you can play with leg variations here. If you want to keep working the theme of adducting the hips, you can. So 3 or 4 more breaths here before you carefully come down.
And when you're back to earth, you can remove the bolster and come back to your TP pose. And then slowly bring the arms out 90 degrees, palms down. Stand the feet shoulder width distance apart, knees apart, and start to windshield wiper the knees side to side. So using the twist to unclog the pelvis as well, that lumbar twist. The next time the knees come all the way to the right side, leave them in the twist. Make sure the grounded knee is on the ground. If it's not, prop it up with a cushion. And then take the right foot and rest it on top of the left thigh and use the right foot. Put pressure on that right foot, pushing down on the thigh. So you're really getting that twist into that left hip. Turn the head to the left. Bring the head to neutral and release the foot. Allow the body to unwind itself. And before you windshield wiper the knees, just pause and reflect on the felt sense of the back, the hips, the ribs. And then when you're ready, you can windshield wiper the knees. Side to side. So remembering the theme here is unclogging. So the twisting really helps unlock that tight sense on the outer hips. When the legs feel fluid, drop the knees all the way to the other side. Feel the lumbar twist on the left side. And rest the left foot on top of the right knee, using the weight of, or the force of the left. Left foot to push down on the outer side, thigh. Gently turn the head to the right. And bring the head to neutral, release the foot. Come back onto your back. And find a shavasana that works for you. I'm going to use the bolster under my thighs. If you want more hip opening, you can bring the soles of the feet together. Make sure you're warm. Let the head be in neutral head tilt. If it needs support, put something under it. Let the sinuses in the head and face, imagine them opening and becoming spacious. So there's a relaxation in the cheeks, the lips, the eyes. Take the next 10 breaths. Just stay in Shavasana as long as you like. Until you've transitioned gradually, very gradually, to a seated position. So feel the unclogging of the body, the sinuses, the hips, the low back. Feel space in all those areas. And let that space be a metaphor for the space between the thoughts of the mind that often clog up. Namaste. Thank you for joining me.